my time here with Promise is coming to an end. And there's still a couple of things I'd like to have a little better, but we're going to keep chipping away just like we had the rest of our lives. Promise has made a lot of progress. It still kind of walks off a little bit. And I want to rub it till it relaxes and stops licking and chewing. It still has just a little bit of a trouble back here, but it's definitely not as bad as it was. We've made progress. I'm going to keep rubbing this horse till it stands still. There. There. Everything right means back up. I'm going to send her around me. I need one circle. Legs. Inside hind leg. Better. We're going to address that hindquarters here in a second, but we're just going to play with her for a little bit. Left jaw, right front foot. Legs. She doesn't get stopped. Inside hind leg. I'm going to rub her face. Just wool on her. Just wool on her. Now what we're going to do now she thinks she has to move a heck of a lot more than she needs to move. Send her through here. There you go. Across the pole. I'm going to pick up inside hind. Send her across here. There we go. Inside hind, left and right. Now, what I'm going to do now is there's a lot of other things that she could be working on to improve, but I really feel like I need to spend a bunch of time right here. Standing still, I take that away. There. There's a big breath. I want her to stand still. There. There. She moved. There. There. I'm going to rub here. I want her to just stand still and get petted. There. I'm doing it with my hands, trying to get her more and more relaxed with me standing right next to her, closer to her, practically hugging her. Now I'm going to rub this spot until she stands still. There. I missed it. There. I missed it again. She just can't stand still. I need to get her more and more relaxed. I want to rub her and get my hand out of there before she leaves. It's not a speed event. If she's bothered by that, she's bothered by it. When she first came here, she wouldn't even let you touch her. She'd try to jump out and hurt herself. Well, she's not like that anymore. With this backing up, she never has give it up. And I've always been a firm believer, almost will get you killed. She's almost quiet, almost. Almost. And I want her to quit going away from me. There. 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 That down there on her gasket. And I can't keep holding her. She's got to stay. There. It's that little bit. Go down and away. Down and away. Down and away. And she's not. And instead of yielding that hip away from me, I want her to just hold her ground. There, just like that. This is no place to get emotional. This is no place to get mad. Softer, quieter, the better. Rub her jaw. And touch her lips. Sometimes a horse can have such deeply rooted emotional issues that it takes longer than you even originally thought to get it fixed. But I do believe that every horse can be fixed, given enough time, money, and emotion. But you can't give up, and you can't get frustrated. if you have to start over every day, you start over every day. There. I'm going to have her step up a step. Some of it might be she doesn't want me standing behind her shoulder. We have to find what triggers that. And we've been trying to find it now for almost 2 months. And I'm really happy with the progress she's made. What I'm not happy about is me not being smart enough to figure this out. I would really like to be able to figure this out. It's almost like she just doesn't want me to be that close. But then she has flashes where she doesn't care where I'm standing. I'd like to be able to do this out in the open. Without putting her butt against the wall, which I could do. It's like she looks away from like she doesn't want to part. Like if she looks away, she thinks that it's not happening. I want her to look at this and accept it. Just like that. But it's almost like it's almost like she thinks if she looks away, it's not really happening. And it's kind of weird. It's unique. It's really unique. And if you take it to its conclusion, it's almost like an ostrich sticking its head in the sand. Like if I protect myself, it never happened. If I hide from it, it never happened. And I'm not trying to do this slick. I'm trying to spend as much time as I can down here around this foot, and I'm doing it awkward, and I'm doing it slow. I'm trying to make it take as long as it possibly can make it take. Because I just want her to go, oh, that's no big deal. And she has periods of brilliance, and she has periods of where she just can't stand it. We'll take her over here. I can control her hip with this fence. There. But it's like I almost have to force her. And I think a lot of it is when my shoulder gets past her shoulder, she can't stand it. And I ought to be able to just stand right here. And as long as I just focus on this, we're golden. And I could just go get a loop and put a loop around her leg. But what I want her to do is just relax and let it unfold. And not leave. I just got to be more patient, I guess. And keep trying to figure out what's causing this, because it's not the rope. It's not the rope. I actually think it's my proximity to it. But I haven't found the key. And she just keeps creeping. It's about the weirdest thing I've seen in a while. If I could get her to look, and when she looks, and then she keeps, it's just something, this is just a puzzle. And when I get it figured out, if I ever have another one that does this, I'll be able to figure it out quicker. But the more time I spend farting around with this, you would think the quieter it would get. I move my hand, as soon as I move my hand down that line, she creeps backward, like that. I'm not in no hurry. I just want her to kind of look at me. I'll bring her up here. Right there, big enough you can see it. I'm not in a hurry. That's obvious by how long it's taken me to get it around her leg. All I'm doing is picking that up and setting it down. I don't want her to creep. I want to get her. Just like that. Pick it up, set it down. See how she's creeping backwards? Hold her here and pet her some more. Petting on her belly, on her shoulder. There. She starts creeping backwards and bring her back up. Love her. We're not restraining her. And we're not punishing her. Best she's been. Just get to leave. Wait. Wait. I need to pick it up. I don't want her walking backwards. I don't want her thrashing her leg around. I want her just to relax. And I'm willing to take the time. If I can figure out a way to do it quicker, I would. But everything I know, I've been using. I just need more knowledge. Down. There. I don't want her creeping backwards just because I'm going further down her side. There. 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 Now I'm going to pick this foot up. Set it down. There. There. And all I can do is keep chipping away at it. If I get a taste, then I'm almost right. But she's already creeped back to where I'm not behind that shoulder anymore. Right here behind this shoulder. There. nap is all I can think of to do. There. There. And I want her to look at me a little bit. Let me pet her. You see how she's creeped over there where I'm not behind that shoulder again? I'm noticing it. There. 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 Just keep chipping away at it. I definitely don't want to tie her leg to her neck. And it's not as much the leg as it is that hip going away from me all the time. That. You wait. I want her to relax. I want that hip to quit jumping away from me. Relax. Starting there. 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 And I'm just going to keep doing this until she stands still and lets me rub that foot. There. There. She's taking the hip away from me again. Relax. Set it down. Set it down. Go right back at it again. I'm not going to let this rope off this leg. Until she relaxes. I'm not hurting her. She's licking and chewing. Set it down. There, set it down. So now I got the rope. When I pick it up, the rope's rubbing her on the bellies here. Maybe that's the answer. I know it's a little thing. I'm just not quite getting it right. Now my arm's rubbing her belly there. There. And that's all I wanted to do. And even though I don't have unlimited amounts of time, I refuse to give up. And I refuse to allow her to not try. Something I could be doing that would make her more relaxed, more quiet, probably. It's like she's given me so much, and then she just won't turn loose. And you know, I mean, I could get wild and woolly, and I mean I could get wild and woolly, but all that would do is shut her down, and I don't want her to be shut down. I want her to use her mind to be part of the process. And if I shut her down or freeze her up, yeah, we could do all these things, but then she wouldn't be a horse anymore. Just another example of it takes what it takes. It takes the time it takes what it takes, when it takes it. If you don't have the knowledge, you keep looking, you keep searching, and you never give up. If you're getting anything out of these videos, I would really appreciate it if you would, if you're watching them on YouTube, if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, Equine Kindergarten, and hit like and share. If you're watching them on Facebook, I really, really would appreciate it if you would follow me on Facebook and hit like and share. The answers are here. And we'll get it. We'll get it. Thank you for your time. Bye.